Alright, welcome class. Today I would like to talk to you all about what great readers do. Let's look at our essential question. Read it with me, you guys. How can we use strategies to make sense of a text? So how can we use strategies to make sense of a text? And the strategy today that we're going to be learning about is making inferences. Who can tell me what they know about inferences? Has anybody ever heard of the word inference?
I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like making predictions.
It's similar to making predictions, but it's not the same thing. But we're going to learn about that today. And basically, an inference is when you make an inference, you go beyond the author's words and understand what is not said in the text. So you go beyond the text and you use your brain to make sense of what the author is trying to say. And so I want you to look up at the board for me right quick. I made a little equation. Are y'all familiar with equations in math? Well, I made an equation for language arts. So the first thing you have to do is look at the information from the text. And when I mean text, I'm talking about the book that you're reading, the words that the author says. So you first look at the information from the text, and then I put a plus sign, plus what I know. What I know is my background knowledge, what I bring to this text. So, and that makes an inference. All right. So, the book that we're going to be making inferences with is Grandfather's Journey. The actual book doesn't have the title page, so I printed it out for you. And so, Grandfather's Journey is the book that we're going to be reading. And I just want to give you a little background knowledge for this book. It's set in, some of the scenes are set in World War II. Does that make this book in the present or in the past? The past. Right. We do not have World War II going on right now. That has ended. And also, I would like to tell you that this book is nonfiction. Who can tell me what nonfiction means?
It's real.
It's real. This really happened. So the person that wrote this book wrote this story about his grandfather and also about his own life. So you could also say it's a biography. And also, well, okay. So we're going to make an inference about this title page. So first we're going to look at the text. The text says Grandfather's Journey, so I'm going to write that down. So our text clue is Grandfather's Journey. Oops. Alright, so what's some background knowledge that you can bring to this about what a journey is? What is a journey? So I want you to turn to your partner and talk about what a journey is. So you two talk, and then you can talk to me if you want to. So what is a journey?
An journey is like an adventure.
An adventure.
An adventurous trip. Ooh.
I like how you use that word, travel. So, do you want to tell them what you said?
Yeah, I said a journey is like an adventure, like traveling around the world.
What did you guys say?
We said an adventurous trip.
Is a trip? Awesome, I like that. So, our background knowledge is a journey, is a trip that you take or travel. Alright, so what can we infer about what this book is going to be about? So we know that it's Grandfather's Journey, and a journey is a trip, so what inference can we make, Leah?
That the grandfather is going on a trip.
The grandfather is going on a trip. Oh my gosh. Alright, And also, I would like to point out to you that we don't always have to look at the words in the book to make an inference. We can also look at the picture. So now let's look at the map. In this book, the man he lives in a village in Japan. And so he travels to the New World. He calls it the New World, and he comes to California in the United States. And so the reason why I'm wearing this is because he is from Japan, and they wear similar outfits. Women wear kimonos in Japan, so that's why I'm wearing this. So today we're going to begin reading Grandfather's Journey by Alan Say, and as we read, we're going to make inferences. So, my grandfather was a young man when he left his home in Japan and went to see the world. He wore European clothes for the first time and began his journey on a steamship. The Pacific Ocean astonished him. For 3 weeks, he did not see land. When the land finally appeared, it was the New World. He explored North America by train and riverboat and often walked for days on end. Deserts with rocks like enormous sculptures amazed him. The endless farm fields reminded him of the ocean he had crossed. Huge cities of factories and tall buildings bewildered and yet excited him. He marveled at the towering mountains and rivers as clear as the sky. He met many people along the way. He shook his hands with black men and white men and yellow men and red men. The more he traveled, the more he longed to see new places, and never thought of returning home. So, what inference can we make about Grandfather and his traveling journey? Okay, so I want you to do the text clue, the background knowledge, and make an inference.
He always wants to travel. Yeah, he's just gonna keep on traveling. That's good job, team.
Okay, so can you give me a text clue?
Yeah, I said, and on that page, it said that the more he traveled, the more he longed to see new places, which made me think that he really, really enjoyed traveling.
Okay, yeah. So can you give me some background knowledge about traveling?
So he likes to travel. He likes to travel.
Traveling can be really fun for people to explore. Yeah, to see new places. So what is our inference about Grandfather and how he feels about his traveling journey?
Well, he likes to travel, so he's probably not going to quit traveling soon.
Okay, so he likes to travel. Of all the places he visited, he liked California the best. He loved the strong sunlight there, the Sierra Mountains, the lonely seacoast. After a time, he returned to his village in Japan to marry his childhood sweetheart. Then he brought his bride-to-be to the new country. Okay, so you guys did an awesome job making inferences today. I just wanted to say that sometimes the author does not tell us everything in the story, so we have to use the information from the text, plus what we know, our background knowledge, everything that we pull out of our own head, to make that inference and make the text